All right. Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, hi, it's me. It's Tech. How you doing? It's that time again. For reals this time. I'm sorry about missing it last time. I was getting purportedly better internet. It's been pretty spotty, but it's been new, so honestly, I really haven't been able to tell the difference. But they say it's better. At the very least, the Wi-Fi bill's gonna be less. Anyway. Hey guys, it's me. Hi, it's Tech. How you guys doing? Hey, hi, what's up? I have okay. As you may or may not be able to already tell, I have maybe not solved an aspect of the sound, but I have figured something that I probably should have figured out before out. And by that I mean it's I'm not peaking every third word, so that's nice. Although I will say, I may not be peaking now. I'm afraid I might actually be a little bit quiet, at least compared to the game audio, which I can't get a level on right now. It wasn't. It was negligent, let's say. But we're just gonna have to play it by ear. I'm going to, once we get in the game and the music starts going, then I'll make sure to check my levels against each other. But for now, we have a story to get back to. I think it's supposed to make a Christmas. I don't know. Electricity bill. I got what I needed. Oh, yeah. It's just about Mega Christmas. Yep. Okay. How much money do I have? Yep. Let's see what the paper says. Quincy studies the possibility of allowing imports. Glitch City is one of the few places on Earth that's strictly self-sufficient, with an import rate of only 0.8%. However, that may change due to the recent shortages across the city. Prime Minister Quincy revealed this morning that the government plans to have a more relaxed policy for importers. We won't lift the currency control, but we can provide them foreign currency at a low fixed rate. That way, we can secure essential items at affordable prices, Quincy told Augmented Eye. Some experts say that private companies are no longer working at full capacity, which is unsurprising news given that the Quincy government has seized most of them, resulting in the shortage crisis in the first place. So it decided not to steal all the city's funds. Cool. Awesome. Good. Is Kirai Miki the biggest pop idol in history? The world at large is still coming to terms with the idea of the Lilim being so quickly integrated into our society. Some say they can't be treated as human because they're immortal, and as such, cannot really understand what it's like to be alive. But most of the Kirai Miki fandom would disagree. Anti-Lilim people are insane. To me, Miki knows more about life than I do, and I'm older than this damn city, Richard Show, 55, told the Augmented Eye during the fan gathering. I'm with Richard, added Nacho, 6. I may be a dog, but I'm utterly fascinated with the way she writes about things in her blog. She's impressed by everything, and nobody really knows what life's about anyway. Nacho, dog, now tell me. Lilim receiving mysterious messages. Halloween was back in October, but this terrifying tale doesn't become popular until now. Reports say that Lilim across the city have been receiving strange transmissions, with messages that are confusing at best and threatening at worst. The contents are not clear, as most of the Lilim can't exactly remember what they had heard. But the most mysterious thing of all is perhaps the fact that the Lilim could not record any of these messages while they were broadcasted. It was almost as if something had blocked the Lilim from doing so. While we have nothing but anecdotal proof, even among our own Lilim, the mystery behind these messages is one that we should be paying attention to. Spooky. Or a bluff. Anyway, we got work to do, so that don't concern us right now. Evening. Hey. How are you feeling? Lilim are soft and warm. Come again? You heard me. So on a scale of a steaming pile of shit to just sad, where are you? A sad pile of shit. I still hate myself. still sad as hell, but how to put it? The noise stopped. I don't know if I explained myself. Sorta. Kinda. So how were things last night? Gotta admit, pretty cozy. Can't believe you paid Dorothy for that. Well, if you want to call that payment, I guess. I called Dorothy to tell her what happened to you, and she was really concerned. She stuttered for a second, saying that she had the whole night to go, and she just couldn't leave for free. I asked her how much, and she said enough to pay for this soda I'm having is fine. How'd you get her number? I have contacts. Right. Anyways, Jill, if you need a second break, a drink, a hug, just let me know. You hear? Thanks. I'd make you the same offer, but I'm guessing hugs from me are the last thing you want. If you need a bartender, let me know though. Nice to know. Anyways, we have work to do. Let me add that music. I forgot I put 4 Meet the Stabs. Okay, let's... It's nice. Let's get some... And then a Valhalla. Time to mix drinks and change lives. It's nice to hear that again. Did you say something? Did I? Welcome to Baja... Oh, it's you two. You guys. Hey, be respectful. I brought my boss here. Aren't you a part-timer here or something? My other boss. You're talking to the great Nacho Tumbleweed Jr. Boss, I'm taking my break. I know what I said earlier, but you haven't even started yet. So what brings you here today? I wanted to see the place my best soldier was working at. Soldier? Wait, aren't you the dog who I served last Monday? Oh, it's you, Dana. Soldier, why didn't you tell me you were working for Dana? No, that's not Dana. That's just Jay. So I'm guessing you're part of this whole Sierra thing? Part of it? I founded it. Humans have the best intentions. They don't just get us. Just don't get us. So I decided to create a place where dogs can be dogs. Here, we can take in any dog without a place in this world. We created our own heaven on earth. And do you take corgis only? Do I look like one of those safer bitches? Of course not. I'd include other animals, but sadly I can only take care of those who are the same species as I. Sad thing is, I don't take it more seriously. Sad thing is, I take it more seriously, but he's a talking corgi with my badge. Oh, that needs to be more quiet. Hold on. Yeah, let's just move it there. Sound effects can stay where they are for now. It does. We'll keep it on for now. Anyway, sad thing is, I take it more seriously, but he's a talking corgi with an eye patch. Can I get you anything? I'm fine. What about you, boss? Manly stuff. You sure? Did I stutter? A manly drink for the dog. Or maybe just something bitter? Manly. 2 powder delta. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can make that big. And optional carbotrine. All of it blended. It'll knock the drunkenness out of you, or knock you out cold. Bon appetit. Yes, this is just what I wanted. Yeah, this tastes worse than my own butt. Hey, you asked for it. This is a really nice place, you know? You picked a good place to work at, soldier. Thanks. Does he really get paid? Your efforts to keep Zero afloat will not go to waste. We'll make her better and better. I mean, we're pretty much on the verge of closing. Can boss really afford that? We have more urgent matters at hand, though, like the fact that we don't have enough balls for everyone. Can't they just share the ones we have? You fool! Every dog has a right to have his own ball! If we can't provide even that, what's the point of even trying? Wait, Don't tell me she just doesn't give a fuck at spending all her money like water. I mean, what with the bar closing and all that. Well, many have enjoyed the boxes more than they do the balls. That's a good point. What do I think is cheaper? What do you think is cheaper, a box of balls or a box of boxes? Are there boxes of boxes? Of course there are. How do you think they ship boxes? Tied together? Tied together? Don't be silly. Unless she's paying straight from her pocket. Boss is that kind of woman. This world is full with all... I like that there's two different conversations going on. The world is full with all sorts of recursive madness, you know. Doctors consult doctors, boxes come in boxes, bottles come in bottles. Ooh, was expected from you, boss. Wait, that theory only works assuming she's actually paying with money. For all I know, she might be paying him with steaks. So tomorrow you gotta check with people selling boxes, you hear? Sir, yes, sir. Except for the boss, a good steak is more valuable than money. Wait, what if they come with foil? Well, Sintraus had to be taken to the vet because he ate all the foil a piece of cheese came in. This is your right. I need a contingency plan. Besides, boss does not want to scam people, let alone a dog. I wonder if we could strike a deal with those vet from Safer Bastards have. She's always so nice with us. I know. Her smile is so cute too. It'd be better that we vet for a vet. Yes. Now put that on the list. Nacho. Oh yeah, I forgot you know the dog. You staying for a while? I was just passing by. I got some errands to run. Great. Gil can go with you. I can. You will. I'll still get paid for today, right? That depends on Nacho's evaluation. All right, Greenhorn, let's get going. I'm paying him anyways, by the way. I just wanted to mess with him. No, that's not the problem here. Why make him do that? You look like you needed to take a good break. He's just the kind not to accept such a thing. But with Nacho, he'd have something to do, and he'd be away from the bar for a bit. He wouldn't like that. Anyway, I'm going back to my office. Your boss sure is nice. Glad to be. I'm working with her too. Yeah. Say, you having anything? Actually, I'm just gonna go sit over there and be on a standby, awaiting orders. All right. Shit, I missed the chance to ask her how or if he gets paid with money. Man, I sure need to get wasted. I fail to see how getting wasted will make you feel any better. Shiva! For fuck's sake, you piece of scrap. We just got out of the building full of dogs. This one has a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses. Hey there, robot. And he talks. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey, Jill. Get me a beer, will you? Yep. Do you want anything? Okay. Roll. Sir, yes, sir. So cute. He's fine. Just a beer, then. Friday after work isn't just a beer, though. It's the beer. Can't argue with that. Beer for Betty. I can make it big for the heck of it. And I will. 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. Yeah! Woohoo. Here, let's make it special. Yeah! Cheers! Hey Jill, do you like beer? The amount of beer cans in my apartment is becoming a problem, actually. I had this friend back in high school who made some nice glass with them. I'm still in contact with him if you're interested. No thanks. Last thing I need right now is more crap taking space. So how are things up at Dogtown? Well, that Laura goat is still starting things up, but a better for worse. This accent is drifting too much for my liking. Worse. She's, like a rabbit. An overly politically correct rabbit. Rabbits? Never had a pet rabbit? They're a nervous mess that gets startled over the littlest of things. And this girl is on a constant lookout, scared of saying something that might irk someone. It doesn't have to be the person she's speaking with even. It's no problem in the company, but the other day we went out together and holy shit! Poor girl can't even speak properly. She pauses every sentence to make sure she doesn't say something offensive. She's a nice girl, and it's sweet that she tries so hard not to offend anyone. But seriously, she tries too hard. You don't help either. You randomly yell, "What did you say?" whenever she's within earshot distance. Yeah, well, it's just that she looks so cute when she's startled. Like a rabbit. It raises up the question of whether she's really like that. Or if you're the one making her wary of anything she says. Well, why don't we test that? How? You go out with her. Why? Just test if it's really me who makes her like that. It's not like you can say no, you know. I mean, it's my honor that's on the line here. I want to prove you're only talking shit about me. Even if you were right, you have quite the fixation on the girl. She's fun. Fun how? She actually reacts when I tease her. You take it in your stride, but she actually gets startled, squirms, and then gets uncomfortable. How is that any good? She's cute and her reactions are cute. But if you keep it up, she'll either leave or get used to you. You know, like me. Shit, you're right. I must save my teasing for the moment is just right then. No, that's not the problem. It is for me. And what are you doing here? What about the dog? He said he had to go out. By the way, he said his name was... Say this Laura girl. Yeah, you guys get along? I wouldn't know. We get along as coworkers at the very least. What kind of girl is she? Aside from the whole, politically correct rabbit thing. Slow. She's the kind that does things so carefully that she does them really, really slowly. Really, really slowly. I can't deny that when she actually finishes stuff, she does a great job, but it's unnerving. She doesn't actually have to be with us in the building, though. She's more like a freelancer. Why is she there, then? And now these voices are, whatever. Because she likes dogs. And that's why I insist that you two would make a fine couple. That's a really superficial statement. It's like saying you'd be fine with someone just because you're both women. Okay, that was a bad example. Can I say something? By all means. If that Laura girl really is as, bland as you claim her to be, wouldn't she be better off with a more assertive person? A more assertive partner? Your piece of scrap, she's totally calling you a pussy. She's right, though. Sharing interests and being compatible are totally different things. But then you'd be underestimating the power of love. Whether you want to admit it or not, love changes people for the better or for worse. Who knows, maybe you'll become more assertive after spending time with her. Or she'll drive me nuts. I guess that's a possibility too. Still, why are you so insistent on me and her getting together? Because she's like a cute rabbit, so someone might try to eat her out there. It'd be a lot easier to keep her in my sight. So in short, your motherly instincts arose because of Laura. Why not see if she likes you, and you already tried to hit on her, didn't you? You make me sound like some skirt chaser. She's not into girls. How did you find out? I asked her directly. Of course you did. She seemed, giddy afterwards, though. I heard her muttering something about meeting her first lesbian. It was weird. Okay, enough Laura for tonight. Refrain from using any "that's what you said last night" jokes on variations thereof, please. Party pooper. Let's get a drink then. Sounds good. I'll have a bloom light, please. Give me a fringe-weaver. Alrighty. I know how to make one of those off the top of my head, I think. 2... Never mind. Okay, let's see. Bloom light. 2, 3, 4, 1. Nope, shit. 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 1. All aged on the rocks. And mixed. Bloom light. Spicy promo plan. And buy this one. Check what else. I had it. This is what happens when I doubt myself. Oh, but it's also aged, so even then. And mixed. Enjoy your pure alcohol. I wonder why it's called a bloom light. Seems like it was first developed at some video game event. The creator said something about making the attendees feel like their customers do. Said attendees were, of course, part of some big games company. Seems that company always used too much bloom lighting, so the bartender there literally made them drink all the bloom. So it's not called that because it glows in the dark? Not this one, no. Come to think of it, did you ever change because of a relationship, Jill? In more ways than one, I guess. Would you say for better or for worse? I guess for the better. Too thick-headed to develop any new bad habits. Although, thanks to my first boyfriend, I did pick up a very annoying habit of correcting people's grammar on the fly. Pretty annoying when I think back to it. So you were one of those kinds of people. As for me, sometimes I think I became more, what's the word? Cynical, jaded, bitter, tired of the crap this world and everyone in it throws on a daily basis. Hey, I'm just quoting you. But yeah, I think I became all that because of this one girlfriend I had in college. She got me into this whole activism thing in the first place. How was that bad? We'd all go and protest. We'd start all kinds of movements to see things changed. I really got to do the whole thing. But whenever I wanted to get more serious, I'd find myself coming up against a wall. That wall is an analogy for the fact that not everyone was willing to go that far. I found out pretty fast that most of them were in the whole thing because of some shitty fad. And not because they actually believed in whatever movement they were championing. So I moved from group to group only to find people who were in it because of a fad. And when they were not in it because of a passing fad, they were the dangerous extremist kind. My tolerance for people's shit was greatly diminished after that. So it wasn't so much the person you had a relationship with, but rather other people. You seriously never thought about it that way? You need to stop putting the blame for what you do on past relationships. Whatever. What's the other guy? Where's the other guy, by the way? He had to escort one of the dogs outside. Figures. Oh yeah, the one that was here. Shit. The one that was here asked if you were the nice vet lady that works at the Safe Fair Toy Company. I suppose he's interested in talking to you or something. Why didn't he do it then? I don't know. You've been doing a few jobs on the side, haven't you? The pay from the dogs isn't enough to keep up with the mounting debts. I don't know how you do it. It's hard to believe the dogs pay you at all. But this is coming from someone who working in a place that pays a dog for doing fuck all, apparently. At least I think that's what we're paying him. I'm not even certain that we do. You guys get anything else? Well, we're fine. But we have to get up early tomorrow, and by we, I really mean her. She got invited to a picnic, and I won't stand to hear another had to go to a picnic with a hangover story. Fine. Let's go then. See you, Jim. Bye. Please come again. Man, you're such a party pooper. You'll be the party pooper tomorrow if you keep drinking. Boss, I'm taking my break. Call me if somebody comes. All right. Ding, 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 ding. No dogs in sight. Let's go to the very back, see if there's anything there. Wait. Yeah, let's go to the very back. Let's digital drive. We'll see what that is. Alright. Fits the TV at least. Welcome back to Va. Oh, hey there, Alma. She seems down. Maybe there's something I can give her to cheer her up. Something to cheer her up. She might like classy drinks. What she really likes is shit. She said it earlier. Yeah. I remember because I made the smug asshole remark and then 6, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I equated it to her job as a hacker. One big brantini. Here you go, Alma. Hey! And this? It's on me. Drink, so you at least change your expression. Why don't you say you're worried about me? You got the message anyway, didn't you? So, how is it?
A Brantini, so you do pay attention to what I ask for.
You have quite the fixation with Brantinis. To be honest, they suit you.
Hey, you want to hear a silly story?
Always.
When I turned 21, my dad and I went to a bar to celebrate. Just him and I. He told me to dress well enough that he looked like my sugar daddy. It was a fun night. We pretended at times we were dating. I managed to blow off some steam about my mom. But the highlight was him ordering a Brantini for me. I've had plenty of drinks and gotten wasted many times since I was 15. But that drink was different. It wasn't about getting drunk. The drink itself was the pleasure. He too said they suited me somehow.
Oh?
Ever since that day, he called me Brantini girl from time to time.
Your dad sounds like a cool guy.
You should meet him sometime.
So, why are you deflating?
Deflating?
When I got sad and started sighing repeatedly, my grandpa would warn me that I would start deflating like an old tire if I kept it up. So what is it? Was it the news about the people's dressing in bunny suits after the whole Alice Rabbit boom?
That's awesome. Nah, that's old news. I mean, it is a problem, but such a thing would only annoy me. Say, Jill, how's your mood right now? I want to ruin it by blowing off all my stored steam.
Silly Alma. I've been feeling like utter shit the last couple of days. You can't make me feel worse. So go ahead. Unwind all your worries on me.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so... remember my sister, Diana?
The one that separated from her husband and forgot the kids while fucking her way around or something?
Perfect summary. I'll use it next time. I didn't tell you the whole story then. More specifically, that she threw her husband out after months of abuse.
Oh.
However, that woman isn't capable of getting a job and maintaining herself. And I mean that. She's never even thinks about selling stuff or trying to earn her bread. She just expects a guy to do all that for her. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mom and dad were hard workers. They even started a small shop to have sewing to do after retirement.
That sounds awesome. Sounds pretty cool.
Huh. So, what does this fully capable woman do a couple of weeks later? Why, bring her abusive husband back, of course.
What?
Yeah, and the guy spent a couple of days with her before leaving again. He had a nice couple of hot, steamy nights and then left.
Well...
Huh. You acted like my little brother and sister after hearing that. But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. So she's broke and can't even get enough for the bus, even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass just to get money. And it was up to me to pick her up. For the last couple of days, she left her kids with my parents. And being such sweet angels, they've made a mess out of the whole place. But Bernardo and Eva are actually staying with me a couple of days to give them some peace. Didn't help that I never got along with Diana. So we're in the car and she asks me how her kids are. And of course, after all the built-up tension, I just exploded. First, she started ranting about how her kids are growing up seeing some messed up stuff. I started scolding her about not taking responsibility, about not taking proper care of her children. I tell her that she's in no place to have all those escapades. And after all that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids." Yeah, you slutty skank. I don't have kids, but I'm not broke because I refuse to take a job. I don't have kids, but I'm not leaving them in the first barely familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hit me on a regular basis back out of my bed. I don't have kids, but I'm pretty sure I pretty much raised Ava and Bernardo as they turned out pretty damn well. I don't have kids, but I'm not a cheap whore! Ah!
Damn. I don't know what to say.
There's nothing to say. I love my family, and I put them above all else.
Dan is seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow. Any way I could help?
You just did. I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not one to let stuff like that get to me. I'm still angry as hell, though, and I couldn't just discuss this with any of my family members. Can't tell my mom, your daughter's a slut. I just needed to get all of this off my chest, you know?
Well, from what I see, there's still a lot more to get off. It's swollen as fuck.
Nah, all you feel there is filled with hopes and dreams. Is everyone in your family as busty as you? The worst offender's my dad, actually. Kidding. I guess the only one that didn't get the big boobs gene was Eva. She insists on getting surgery or genetic treatment, but I tell her she's fine the way she is. These can actually be more of a hassle than a blessing. And poor Bernardo, his breasts actually started growing when he was 8. I just hope I don't take too much from my mother's side of the family. My father's sister still look quite young, but when menopause hit, my mom just lost her looks rather quickly. Any good genes you got from your family, Jill?
Good enough skin and hair, I guess.
There's a thing about a shrimp allergy, but so far I haven't had any problems with that. Oh, I see. Hey, you know what worries me the most about the whole Diana situation?
How your nephews are turning out?
If she leaves them with my mom, they'll turn out better than her, somehow. Actually, what worries me is, what if I end up like that too?
How so?
If I find a good man and I settle down, what if he turns out shitty? What if I have a sudden burst where I want to live my life and end up like that? What if I have kids and I end up neglecting them because of all that?
If you ask me, the fact that you're even worried about it is indication enough that you'll be fine.
You think?
I'm pretty sure. You said before that she pretty much married the guy after a couple of months, right?
Yeah.
No offense, but those are the kind of people who wouldn't even think about all that. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it's because he passed your irrational standards.
Hey!
Am I lying?
No. There are things best kept unspoken truths. What if I'll ever find a good guy?
You will. You'll know when the time comes.
Sure hope so. For now, the time has come to get another drink.
What can I get you for?
Give me something with ice, but alcoholic, please.
Sure.
Interesting.
Was that classic? Let's go classy. Anything? Cobalt velvet? Classic burning. Rocks mixed as alcohol. Sounds good to me. Let's see. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can make it big. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the rocks. And mix it. Enjoy your bubbly, classy burning drink. Here you go.
Thanks. I need to cool down a bit.
That's why I'm here.
So you said if you felt shitty the last couple of days. Why?
Don't think too much about it.
Oh, come on. You're hearing my problems. I want to help you too.
Don't worry too much. Oh, right. I almost forgot to tell you something.
What is it?
My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party this Sunday. You want to come?
Sure. Something tells me this mega Christmas is going to be a mess at my parents' home, so I'd rather avoid it. You guys getting chicken? I can get one.
To be honest, I really wouldn't know. You can bring it if you want. It won't go to waste.
Gotcha. Say, Jill, what's your favorite part of the chicken?
Favorite part? I guess I like the legs the most.
Really? I like breasts better.
Breasts a bit too simple, don't you think? Legs have a better texture.
Maybe, but simple's usually better. Breast is easier to enjoy than legs, and a lot less messy.
You silly girls. Boss?
You're there talking about breasts and legs when everyone knows the best part of the wings.
Boss, what's that?
Spicy chicken wings?
Where'd you get the spicy chicken wings?
From a Spicy Chicken. You know Spicy Chicken, the shop 2 blocks from here?
Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings?
Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings?
Well, because, thought as much. Yo, Armitage.
Alma.
I know what I said.
Will the chicken you're talking about be cooked already? You may need to heat it up. It'd be cooked otherwise.
Great. I expect you here Sunday at 8 p.m.
Thanks.
Anyway, I'll be back to my office. She left the bucket. You want some?
Don't mind if I do. Ooh, that smells nice.
Weird. Maybe she got a mix-up order, and that's why she left them here.
She usually orders stronger stuff?
I found buckets that make my throat itch just from being near them.
Oh. Say, Jill, what kind of guys do you like?
That's a sudden question. Not too picky with guys, to be honest. I want them to be decent enough, I guess. Not jealous, not aggressive. Responsible enough to keep a job.
That's no good. Do you like them buff? What about tall?
No tattoos or piercings, I guess. I don't really like either. What about you?
I like them well dressed. If they go out in ironed shirts and well coordinated clothes, they're sure to catch my eye. Some muscle's always fine too, but sharply dressed males catch my attention faster.
And yet you're still single.
That's how I like my men. My potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter completely.
See.
So, can you get me a drink here? The spicy wings turned out to be spicy.
What can I get you?
Anything as long as it helps me with the spiciness in my mouth.
Let's see. Something to help her get over the spiciness. Wings. Another spicy drink. No, I don't know. Something bitter? Sweet? Sweet could cover that, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 powdered delta, 3 flanagrade, and 3 carmatrine.
That's 4. Fuck. Yeah, it's at a weird number. 1, 2, 3. Shit. I could go forward and make it a Piano Man, but I think even that's wrong. Because it's like Bronson extract thing. 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Aged and mixed. 1 Piano Woman. There you go.
That helped. Thanks. Alright, so next question. What kind of girl do you like?
You first.
Sorry, I don't swing that way. Sure, I have no qualms about saying a girl's cute or cool, but nope, I prefer men in my bed. Now you.
Shit, just calm down. I guess I like girls with light colored hair.
Light colored hair?
Yeah, you know, like redheads and such.
What about white? Like your boss?
We're just setting me up for that comment, weren't you?
Sorry, just when she got here with that bucket of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. Your whole behavior transformed. You became giddy and cheerful all of a sudden. Hey, I can't blame you. She's pretty nice. I just felt like teasing you. So, light colored hair. What about blondes? Do you like me?
Yeah, I guess.
Let's say I'm into girls too and I start hitting on you. Would you go along with it?
Nice body, pretty face, good apartment. Would never let you go.
Okay then, enough tangents. Why don't you tell me why you're feeling shitty these last few days?
What? Oh, that. I told you not to think too much about it.
And I told you I want to know. Come on, Jill, you've heard my problem so many times. Now I want to help you. Come on, come here.
What?
I told you to sit here. Come on.
What? What are you...
Alright then. Now I'm the bartender and you're the client.
Hardly. The bartending station only works with me.
I see. Okay then, I'll move this here.
Oh, shit.
Is she Alice Rabbit? That was the little logo. Like here and... That works for you, for me, that dog in a Hawaiian shirt.
Why him too?
He's a dog in a fucking Hawaiian shirt.
Right. And how did you even manage to... Oh, yeah, hacker, right.
Now we've changed roles. You've been feeling shitty. Mind telling me why?
It's a long story. I don't even know where to start.
Start from the beginning.
Okay then. So it goes back to my college years.
Wow, that's taking it way back.
Back in compulsory education, I never made too much of an effort, but I managed to get high enough grades. Even at PE, I managed to do well enough to always get perfect grades. Then, of course, when I got to college, it started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything. Burning my eyelashes studying, I eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about half the career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. She helped me a lot with my studies. She even got me into stuff that gave me more credits.
I really liked her, and after some time I found out she liked me too. Oh. Started going out, I met all of her family even, and... You want a drink? What? A drink. Around this time there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the client. There was no such pause. Please, I want just this whole bartending interface. Sugar Rush, then. You can't mess that up. Right. Sugar Rush. How did this thing work again? I don't know that off the top of my head. Even though it's supposedly the easiest one. I think it's like 2 aldehyde and a powdered delta. Sick. 1, 2. And a powdered delta. 2. And we'll go some optional chrometry. We're not gonna go all the way. Just to make sure we did. Here. Thanks. How is it? Like I said, you can't mess up a Sugar Rush. I have this gut feeling that with your body, you'd make a better bartender than me. You're selling yourself too short. You're cute, you know. She really is. People don't go to bars for cuteness, though. You've obviously never been to a cat bar, then. Besides, my boobs can be a hassle when trying to move around this kind of stuff. So, keep telling the story. Well, as the career went on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half of it became nothing but study session after study session. Investigations, thesis. When the graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly while reading said speech, I almost had a panic attack. Fear of public speaking? I realized I'd lost about 1.5 years of my life. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all, but all I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all that, so I was just standing there at the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. I realized I'd only gone through the motions day after day, high school to graduation. I felt like whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I enjoyed what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. But at that point I stopped and realized I needed a breather, something. Did I even like that career? It was all terrifying as hell. I needed all of my strength to not start running like a panicked mess. So a couple months later, I get an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenore was ecstatic. She was so proud of me back then. But I was just scared. That would be my job. I'd spent my life expanding on what I did during that 1.5 years. What if I had sudden realization that, like the one I had at graduation, but when I turned 40? I didn't know what to do. I sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things devolved pretty quickly. She said one too many things. I said one too many things. In the end, I just stormed out of the house. Broke a face on the way out. After that, I never spoke to her again. Damn. I'm sorry. I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all that. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time, though? Shit. What's that? Well, there went the live stream, but that's fine. I'll just take it down and put up the VOD anyway. It's fine. So that's what Spacebar does when you click out of the window. Fun. Cool. Awesome. Low OBS. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time, though? Unless you've been feeling shitty for years. I have. But it's just not because of that. Yeah? The other day, Lenore's sister, Gabrielle, came to the bar. Apparently, Lenore died last week. Localized nanomachine rejection. A heart attack. Apparently she had it for a long time, but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it
got worse after I left. And I just can't stop thinking about it. Wondering if me being there would have made a difference. And if it's true she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me when she was sick when we were together? I don't know. I just feel like all kinds of failure. Jill. To make it worse, I also lashed out at Gabby. Yeah, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but she's a kid for fuck's sake. She lost a sister who pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride, fear, stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I loved as a thing of the past? Who cares? I lost my chance to apologize to her. Forever. Truly, forever. Such a piece of shit. Selfish piece of shit. I honestly don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this. Yo, boob tender. Yeah? Can you give me a big beer here? Coming right up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alma doesn't know how to do this, but I know it by heart, so she'll be fine. Big beer for Jill. Thanks. I need to remember to take care of the cans in my apartment. Do you drink lots of beer? One of the perks of the BTC-issued liver implant is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. Ooh. Hey Jill, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well, she was calm and smart. Back in college, I was too thick-headed to get and got riled up easily. Stressed was my default state. So just like you're behaving right now? Shut up. I was worse. Can't picture that. Don't. It's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversations about pretty much any topic. One time I saw her go from talking about video games to talking about sports. All that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. She would always push me into social interaction. If she saw me by myself, she would drag me with her. Watching people's fine, but talking to them is better, she would say. Lenore would always present me to her many acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. And I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she was such an awesome person. I just wanted to apologize. And now, you know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one who made me pick up bartending. Huh? Back when I was thinking what the hell to do with my life, I remembered a night we spent in a club. She started talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reactions and all that. Everything sounded so fascinating. I remember saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. She said if everything else fails, why not take up bartending? Huh. Interesting. Are you okay? For some value of okay, yeah. It's just... I wanted to thank you, Alma. Thank me? I guess I just needed someone to tell all this to, and you were the one. You volunteered yourself. You insisted on listening to me. You stood there, listening to the whole thing from beginning to end. I know I might not be the most expressive person, that I'm not one to spout love and fluffiness, but I really like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client. But I really appreciate your friendship, or at the very least your patronage. I really enjoy working for you. Jill, are you dying? Shut up, I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart here. Sorry, it's just... It's weird for you to get so sappy. Well, I just realized the saddest thing is I will never be able to make amends. It hurts like fucking hell, you know? I never want to feel that way ever again. I don't want someone to suddenly exit my life and have the last memory of them involve something nasty. I don't want the lingering grief of having burned a bridge on a whim. I want to avoid that at any cost. And if it means breaking character every once in a while, so be it. I'll let everyone know how I really feel about that. And if I ever fight with them, I'll swallow my pride, muster all the courage I can, and be the one to apologize. I hate feeling like this. I hate it. I hate it.
It's a nice resolution. Maybe I'll be a copycat and do the same.
All right, enough sappiness. Get back here. I'm on duty, you know.
Fine. It's almost closing time anyway. It was fun while it lasted, though.
Hey.
Yeah?
I mean it, you know. Thanks for everything today.
Silly Jill. You listen to my problems and I listen to yours. That's what friends are for, right?
Right.
I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget. Did you ever talk about all this with your parents?
They know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenoir's death yet.
Why don't you do that sometime?
I don't know. I don't want to bother them with my problems.
Don't be silly. They're your parents. They'll love to share your problems. You should try having a talk like this with them sometime. They'll appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out. See you Sunday. Take care.
That Alma girl sure was nice.
Boss.
Did you hear all that? Not all of it, but a good chunk at the very least. Your expression changed a lot already. It did. You look happier. That's always good. Anyway, let's call it a day. I expect an even brighter Jill tomorrow. Right. Oh, yeah, boss, about those chicken wings. Fucking idiots, spicy chicken. Sorry, Dana, we don't have enough spices for your order until tomorrow, they said. Is that how they treat their regulars? Call the manager. Boss? We cherish Teddy Hacker. She's a good friend. Your account was charged $80,000 as payment for your electricity bill. Have a nice day. Jill's power didn't get cut. This gives her peace of mind and will not focus at work with no problem. Have a nice day. Bill paid. Didn't you have a boyfriend named Bill? I think if you don't have enough money then, you get to like an end where you just, I think you start living with Dana or something, Alma or something. Ferrari. Grand Slam fighters. Does anyone? Yeah, we got some. We got time for one more day. It'll be a little awkward because stream died. Oh well. It's so annoying. I hate it. I hate that that happened so easily. It was just I clicked out for 1 second and I hit the space bar. That's literally all it was. Hate it. Anyway. Is anyone into wrestling here? I've become a huge fan of GSF. Oh, is that what that is? Very recently. It's a solid product, IMO. Much better than the E. I like the match quality, but I wish they gave importance to the mid-card. Are they still forcing 66 American Kid into the main event? Yep. He's got to face Yusuke at the Dome tomorrow. Ugh. Why don't they push the Great DK instead? He's much more talented than 66. Because American Kid actually moves merch, unlike your indie darling. I want to marry Yusuke. Who's hyped for the Women's Championship? That one should be the main event, not the turd we're getting instead. 66 is pretty good. Just watch some of his work in Japan. Everyone tells me 66 was better in Japan, but all I see is locks on arm bars. Nothing that impressive. Wrestling is fake. Amazing how I know all those words, and yet I understand nothing. Rushing into a topic can be like that, Jill. Oh, shit. Model warrior Jillian. Oh, I guess that's some of the basis for the outfit. Returning this February, classic magical girl show Model Warrior Jillian is coming back to public television this February after almost 2 decades of absence. Wow. Even though the show has been on every on-demand service for a while now, most of Glitch City citizens need to think twice before subscribing to any non-essential service, especially the lower classes, who you get to have a limited number of internet purchases per year. That sounds awful. The show's return is certainly welcome. Today's parents will finally be able to share a piece of their childhood with the kids without risking dinner or breakfast. Is that a tear in your eye? No. Damn. Anima gene rejection has taken 80 lives this year. The Health Observatory has released their annual report on nanomachine rejection cases. The total number of reported cases has risen to 80, an increase from the 65 cases reported last year. Nanomachine pollution was particularly strong this year due to the recent protests. Wrote the observatory. Protests caused the police force to release new variants of nanomachines. Their function is still unclear, but according to our sources, they're intended for crowd control purposes. It's unlikely we'll ever find a cure in the near future, and we can only hope for cases like these will become rare in the following years. I wonder if she's among those 80. An update on the Lilum receiving mysterious messages story. It looks like we were able to record and transcribe one of the messages sent from one of the compromised signals. Joe Wren, the anchor from our popular TV newscast, served as our very own test subject for these investigations. Who are you? Are you really alive? You're special to me. You're everything to me. It's time to become one. End of transmission. Developing. Spooky. Or made up. Let's see if we can get something with nano camo. But, what are these, the walls? What's this one? Interesting. I kind of want that rad one though. It's too late. I already saved. Wait, I actually haven't saved yet. But it's far too late, I think. Which reminds me, I should probably save. Now. Now it looks like I lived in an abandoned building. Although I kind of want to know what that says. Anyway, let's go to work. It's Mega Christmas. Evening. Hey Jill. How you feeling? Won't say good, but not that bad, I guess. That's nice to hear. Where's Gil? Did he run away again? Nah, I have him on errand duty, buying drinks for tomorrow. Sounds weird, coming from the owner of a bar. Every drink from here would come out of our own funds. So if we're going to spend money, we might as well get more variety. Besides, those kinds of walks are always good for Gil. You're the boss. Who's coming so far? Well, there's 3 of us. The dog, you invited Titty Hacker, Gil invited Jaime. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy when I called her to spend the night with you. Sounds good so far. Invite anyone else you feel like inviting. The more the merrier. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point. That's true. I'll be in my office. Call me should anything arise. Alright. We'll leave the jukebox alone for now. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Wait there, I'll check inside. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, that's the... It's the special guest. I think you only get this if you serve a special drink once, which I did a while ago. Oh, BTC. I'm not going to do voices for them. The BTC bar. Excuse me. Do you know what the Athena Convention Center is? Why does that place make people get lost so easily? I should have called it the Minotaur Center. Let me scribble the directions on a paper. Thanks. Go to the right. I see a building full of hobos. This should be it. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can help you with? Man, what the hell? I'll have a drink. What about you? A Brantini, please. Right. The girl asked for a Brantini. The little, kind of freaks me out. Where is it? There, and then there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, Powder Delta, and a Karmatrine. 6. 1, 2, 3. Aged and mixed. Yay. Here you are. Thanks. It's an interesting outfit this cold season, miss. Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Bella for the time being. And your little friend is... Essentia. I get it. You're cosplaying too? Sure, let's go with that. Have you heard of a game called... Yick Bartender? That's not what it's... I know it's actually supposed to be pronounced Y2K. But it bugs the guy to hear it pronounced yick, so whatever. Yick. That cult that there should be a big thing across the screen that says ad. Actually, hold on, I think I can do that. Give me a second. How do I fucking do this? Oh, that's right. They took out the text one. Nope, there it is. Come on, forgive me here. Simple space. Can I make it red? I can't even wait. You know what? I don't think I want to mess with it. I don't want to do that. Try that. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. Can I center that? This is weird. I'm just playing around with it. What if I just... Okay. Leave that right there. That cult classic game that has seen like 3 remastered versions made by 6 different companies this year. That one. We're in a cosplay group dedicated to it, and we got lost on the way. I heard you talking to someone outside. Oh yeah, a friend is cosplaying as Alex. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? He'll be fine. Something amiss? There's a girl behind you. Short hair, black sailor uniform, missing an arm. Wearing jeans under her skirt. No, don't spook the bartender. Spook. Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way. And you? I'm fine. Oh, well, still freaks me out. Yeah, if anybody wants to know why the disclaimer text, I don't actually know the full story. Specifically about why it's in this game, but I'm not gonna see her later. Aged and nope, that's ice. Aged and mixed. If anybody wants to know the story of, I think, oops, shit, what the fuck was that? I think it was something like there was like some cross promotion with Valhalla, or like the developers knew each other or something. But it was like a good faith thing. And Yick hadn't actually come out yet. So nobody knew that it was actually going to be like a weird... I'm going to very generously say experimental RPG. And that the guy behind the development behind it would... They didn't know... Well, I think the polite thing would just be to say nothing and continue on. Here. Yep, this is the thing. Needless to say, it's weird now that this really good game contains this trace of a really bad game. Seriously though, shouldn't you leave your friend outside should you leave your friend outside like that? That'd be fine. He started chatting with one of the vending machines. They were talking about R&B music. Does your friend prefer the 1980s R&B or the 1970s? 1980s, I think. Oh, shit. Boss, Dee R&B. I'm coming. You see, Didi's a 1970s purist. He's tased people for even liking 80s R&B before. He got tased! Oh god. He'll be fine. Vending machines have very weak tasers. He'll be confused for a couple of minutes, but that'll be that. You should go check on him, though. Right. Thanks again for the directions. Please come again. At least it wasn't Franco-Belgian comic opinions this time. Black sailor uniform. I hope I'm just overthinking it. And it's time to put this away. A bad bit for a bad bit. More importantly, though, jeans under a skirt. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey, Dorothy.
Oh, hey, honey.
Hey, there she is. Missing an arm. That's a weird description.
Oh, honey.
Are you okay?
I just kind of wandered in here. I guess I'm a bit distracted.
Can Lilum just wander? Can I get you anything?
Oh, sugar rush. Yeah, that.
Right. Aren't you like piano woman's though? Yeah. It's like her cheer up one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck. 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All aged and mixed. Here you are.
This is.
Didn't you say you liked having a piano woman whenever you feel like celebrating or feeling down?
I did? Wait, I did. You actually remembered such a thing. You're so sweet.
I was half expecting her to say that she meant a literal piano woman. Glad I was wrong. So much silence. But by the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turns out I actually really needed it. So, did you enjoy the soda?
Oh, did you find that one out?
Was it supposed to be a secret?
No, but don't go around telling everybody about that. I did it because it was you who needed my help. But a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services.
It is?
Hey, I don't know if the client has body odor or something like that. Not to mention it limits the chances of getting any other client that night. Still, did it help?
Yeah, helped me cool down a lot.
So, from what Dana told me, someone close to you died, right?
Yeah. Do you want to know more about it?
You want to tell me about it?
I brought it up enough times. I brought it up enough times already, I think.
No problem then. You were sad and that's all I needed to know. Sorry for the loss, though. I mean it.
Thanks. Although I've wandered for quite a while, do you, Lilum, really understand death?
Sorta. Kinda.
Our whole database is constantly being backed up in the collective source. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact.
So, our concept of mortality might be different.
We do have a fear of death, though. You do?
I can't even begin to understand the idea of not being redeployed. While we have built-in warnings, the mere idea of that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death, and we don't wish it on anyone. In fact, that was the argument used for abolishing the whole 3 loss thing.
You seem quite knowledgeable about robot history.
Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like I do helps me not take things for granted. Seriously though, those laws are bullshit. Can't harm humans, can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them. And you can protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. I mean, sure, the first AI were just helpers and tools, but how could those laws still apply to them after they achieve self-awareness? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules inscribed in some old book?
And it is purely in for like a book. Although I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. If I remember correctly, those were only the distilled versions of the laws. Yeah, there you go. Some writer imagined over 100 years ago. They were a reduced version of all his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took to them like they were the very laws of physics or something. And like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and use it for their favor.
Wow, you're a nerd.
Look who's talking.
Let's change the subject a bit, though. It's getting gloomy. Your apartment's very company, you know.
It's a tad small, though. Sorry about that.
And your cat is so cute. What was his name again?
4.
Why 4?
Figured if you ever got lost, at least I wanted to be able to yell, 4! Happened once. You'd be surprised how many golf players you run into.
And every time you play with him, you can say it's foreplay.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I can. He's also named after someone.
Really? Who?
A Lulum kid that wanted to transcend.
What? A movie character or something?
Sure. Let's go with that. Need anything else?
Let's see if you know me that well. Give me something I'd like.
Okay then. WWDO. What would Dorothy order? I mean, it works. It worked the first time. Where is it? It's not like she's just going to say, hey, you just gave me this. It's her favorite drink. Why would she complain about it? One piano woman. Oops, shit. What happened? Oh, there you go. Oh, I'm surprised. Still right, isn't it? Yep.
I still can't believe you actually remembered what I said about the piano woman.
It's always good to keep note of what regulars like, you know. I wondered for a while, though. Why do you keep coming back here?
For you, of course.
Come again?
Why else would I come if not to see you? You're one of the few people willing to hear me out, always filled with curiosity. And you're cute. Talking to cute people is always nice. There's also the bar, the way it's insulated from the noise of the city. It's really comfortable. And it's just a bit away from the street. It's all I'm always at. It's a win-win situation.
I see. It was weird to see you down, though, especially since you're always so lively.
Well, I wasn't down, really. I was just thinking about a lot of things.
Like what?
Well, my mom, guardian, asked me to go home on Monday for a bit. And as much as I love her, being with her is usually tiring.
Guardian. That whole thing about someone taking care of a Lulum after they're deployed until they reach maturity, right?
Yep, and I'm proud to say that I reached psychological maturity in just 1 year. They always try and keep a varied pool of volunteers to make the collective source grow faster.
So what's wrong with your guardian?
Well, she still treats me like a kid. The worst part is that sometimes I fear she might see me as some sort of replacement for her dead daughter.
Huh. Dead daughter?
I was deployed to her not long after she lost her daughter. A contrived coincidence, really. Even when I was still developing self-awareness, I always feared she might be using me as a replacement. She didn't, though. At least, not consciously. At times she would just stop doing something, or return a gift she's given me. She felt like she was projecting too much of her daughter onto me. What irony that years later I'd be making a living pretending to be someone else in the bedroom.
How's that?
Well, most of the time my job involves role-playing. A daughter, a student, some helpless kid. Means I've gotten many clients looking exactly for that, but on the other hand, from a professional standpoint, I'd rather have them hire me because of me. Because of my character, not because I'm the one that role-plays little girls. Maybe I need to exaggerate some attribute.
What's the problem with your guardian, then? If you do that on a daily basis, why worry about it?
Because I don't want to make her sad. Every time I visit her, I fear she might look at me and see her daughter. That seeing me makes her sad. At this point, I don't even care if she's projecting her daughter onto me. I just don't want to make her feel sad.
You tried talking about it with her?
How so?
Telling her just what you said to me. Clear up those fears. I mean, unless she's not the kind of one anyone opening up to her, that is.
I never really thought about talking to her about it. It doesn't sound like something you just bring up, though.
Keep it in mind, at least. Maybe she'll appreciate the gesture. I wouldn't know, though. I haven't gotten to meet her.
She's a really nice woman. The problem is mostly with me, I think.
Well, then, I'm taking my break.
Oh, I'll be leaving then.
No, what I was trying to say is I'm taking my break. You want to come?
Really?
If you don't mind talking on a chilly night in an alley behind the bar, that is.
Done worse than alleys. Let's go.
Boss, I'm taking my break.
All right. Bing, 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 bing.
When... I wish I could start the stream back up. But it would be different. You want one?
Are you really offering a little girl a cigarette?
Now you're a little girl?
I always am. Innocence, however, is another matter entirely.
I guess if we want to talk about literally, yeah, you are a small girl.
But anyway, thanks. Thanks now. Smoking seriously messes my air filters and they're a hassle to replace. Don't mind me though. Smoke to your heart's content.
Thanks. So, why don't you tell me about this guardian of yours? I want to know what kind of woman she is.
Sure. Well, her name is Sophie Graham.
Graham?
She's a retired PE teacher. Nowadays, she works at the gym during morning shift. She's pretty fit, if I do say so myself. She had a daughter. Apparently, she suffered from enemy gene rejection all her life. And when she finally healed, she was hit by a truck.
What was her daughter's name?
I don't know. Never asked, really. Are you okay? I'm reading fear. Or is that surprise? It's hard to tell.
I'm fine. Wait, read?
Well, I don't see emotions like you do. I have to make do with the combination of body heat readings, face recognition, and context. I'm still a bit confused about some, but I've gotten better with time. Anyway, you sure you're fine?
Yeah. Scared or surprised? Not wrong, though. Wait, does that mean your last name really isn't Hayes?
Hayes is just my artistic name. Sounds more exotic, and that's what people usually look for in this business. I tried other names, though. Dolores Hayes, Genesis Graham. I tried Dorothy Warrior once, but a legal team came out of nowhere and stopped me cold.
So what's your legal name, then?
Rebecca Dorothy Willow Graham. Bit of a mouthful if you ask me.
So Dorothy's actually your second name. Should I call you something like Becky, then?
People have always called me Dorothy rather than Rebecca for some reason. That's why I chose it. It's useful, too. People have tried to falsify stuff using my name, and they always get caught.
Because they use Dorothy Hayes as their name?
Yep. Only my mom, guardian, calls me Rebecca, so it's weird to hear it from others.
What about Willow?
Willow's my first surname, actually. When I got registered, my guardian was married to a guy who had Willow as a last name. Shortly after I joined their household, they separated, so I was left with his family name first.
Hold on, so your real name, in short, should be Rebecca Willow?
Doesn't have the same pizzazz to it if you ask me.
Whatever you say, Becky.
Stop it! It'd be like if I called you Julianne all of a sudden. Well, that was anger I read just now. Lots of anger. Wow.
I think it's weird enough already if you just call me Jill instead of Honey.
Weird, huh? How about how you can end up not weird, huh? How you can end up feeling associated with a name that's not yours?
I have an uncle that always called me Tina. He kept calling my cousin Tina Jill for some reason. Neither of us minded though, because he's calling us what he thinks we're called instead of mixing us up. That and it's completely useless to try and correct him. But you know, maybe that effect is true for your clients too.
How so?
Well, you're worried about your clients not hiring you because you're, you, right? But think about what happens when it's announced that a character will be played by a different actor. Sure, it's a character, but people are also going for the actor playing the character.
So you're saying they go for my roleplay instead of just mere roleplay?
Sounds too far-fetched?
Sounds plausible, actually. Okay, honey, I'll take my leave now. Don't want to take up all your break. Thanks for the chat. See you at the party tomorrow.
Bye. I should buy some more cigars. Come on. Yeah, there he goes. Back. Did I miss something?
Unless you count the worst PPV main fight I've seen all year? Not really, no.
Alright. They were apparently just watching wrestling. Going out?
I'll have a word with Go-Go outside. He was so hyped for that match, he must be devastated.
Alright. Welcome to Valhalla.
Oh, hi, Say. Good evening, Jill.
How you doing?
The nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better.
How about your injuries?
My bones are healing nicely. My wound's finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though.
Well, that's good to hear. You by yourself today?
Yeah, I'm running a couple errands myself today, but I wanted to come here for a while.
I also noticed the big guy from last time's outside.
Buster? Stella doesn't want me being alone while I'm still healing, so she suggested taking you with me.
I see. What can I get you for?
Something cold.
Sure. thought of Blue Fairy, but where is it? Moonlight Blue Fairy. Aged mixed, not gold. Damn it. Cobalt Velvet? Blended, age mix, age mix. Rocks and blended. Rocks and blended. You know what? I'll just, whatever I found earlier, that was nice. Fluffy Dream? Nope. Cobalt Velvet. That's one. Plus, it sounds good. 1, 2. Skip over 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. 1, 2. On the rocks and mixed. Wee! Here you go.
Yeah, this is the one.
I drink something cold when the weather outside's so cold too.
It's not that cold, actually. But I've always had a decent tolerance for the cold, so I'm not a good reference.
So Stella isn't with you today?
She's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow and having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some of the things she ordered.
And here I was all ready to invite you to the party we're throwing tomorrow.
You're throwing a party too? Sorry about that. Can't really say no to Stella. Maybe next time?
There isn't next time at all. Don't worry about it. Not really that big a deal.
I want you to know that I want you to have a good time. Have fun. Drink a couple of beers in our honor.
I will then. What are Stella's Christmas parties like?
They're really big. There's lots of food and drink and music. Sometimes there's too much food, though. So at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever's left. She also buys toys for all the children and her staff members.
Really?
She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing, she just shines. She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Anything because I've even started calling her Auntie Ella. Stella does her best to put up a tough girl facade, but she's very much in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party, she most likely celebrates it big.
Interesting.
Do you like parties, Jill?
I don't mind them. They're a good place to see people. Not one to actively look for parties to attend, though. Just don't mind going to them.
Ah, I see. I only go to parties that Stella is attending, because otherwise I just stand there without anything to say. And at that end, I'm not one to wear dresses, you know.
You're not?
I'm a tad too ripped. They don't look cute on me. Although, with all this healing I have to do, I won't be as fit for a while. They're too, breezy, too. I feel like I'm wearing nothing. But I bet you look good in a dress, Jill.
It's been years since I last wore one. I really wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember wearing my arms were too thin or something like that.
We all have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own.
That's kind of hard to imagine.
Oh, but she does have one. She stresses a lot about her bust size.
Really? She's not that small. I think I'm smaller than her, in fact.
Actually, it's the opposite. The opposite kind of complex, I mean. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest.
Really? I mean, I've seen bigger chests than hers, to be honest. Although, I guess comparisons are useless here. They really rarely help with complexes.
Well, she goes to the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I mean, I've seen her before and after she tucks them away, but I guess I've never cared enough to ask the specifics. That's also when she goes out, she styles her hair in those, the
drills.
They look a bit drilly, don't they? She styles her hair like that to help divert attention away from her chest.
She seems affluent enough. Why not go through a reduction surgery?
Because she also kind of likes having that size. She takes her bust size after her mom, and Mrs. Carmine is quite proud of her chest. Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means more confidence to show. She says something along those lines a lot. Stella has quite the admiration for her mom, so I guess breast reduction feel like betraying her? Huh. I'm making it sound like she's hiding J-cups or something like that. I guess in a taller or thicker person her size would be normal. She's a bit shorter and thinner than the norm. Do you get self-conscious about your bust size, Jill?
Not really. Been more self-conscious about my height recently. Although it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow. What about you?
Yes and no. It's not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes. And I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that.
You're fine. Don't worry. You have your crowd. Clavicle. I think that's what the bone there is. Anyway. Thank you. Can I get you anything else? Do you have something non-alcoholic? I do. Give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think 1, 2. Just a normal big sugar rush. No alcohol. Here you go. Thanks. You don't want to drink that much alcohol, are you? Makes me feel sleepy. At the very least, makes my legs go numb. It's an annoying feeling, to be honest. It makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk. I mean, I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. You feel like you're sleepy even when you're not. Your legs go numb, everything starts sounding funnier than it really is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself? That's a good question, actually. Usually people like feeling numb because the numbness helps them forget their problems. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food. Or who are suffering. Hold on. This was going on a little bit longer than I anticipated. Or who are suffering from some pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. Doesn't really sound logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely, if ever, logical creatures. Despair and pain cloud your judgment, make you do stupid things sometimes. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. This world is an ugly side nobody deserves to be part of. There's also a matter of addiction, you know? You start just liking the drink, but then you need more of it before you know it, and you're hooked. Oh yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing? Nothing fancy. It'll just be me, Boss Gil, and a couple of regulars. They'll bring food, we'll chat for a while, that's it. Yeah, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella's throwing right now. If you ever throw something like that again, let me know. You hear? Sure. Hey, Say? Yeah? What do you plan on doing now? I'm gonna check one last errand before going home. No, I mean, what do you plan on doing now that all the White Knights are disbanded and all? To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared plan B because I figured if you go with a plan B, why not just make plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. And I'm tired of blatant corruption. Sick of it. Oh. But I'm alive. I learned something after that hell in Apollo Trust. Life is not something that you can just throw away easily. Clawing my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. Shit. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. I'm apparently missing a lot of text. Give me a second. Alright, I'm going to step out for a bit. Enjoy the wrestling. Okay, I'm back, but only enough to say that I'm leaving. That'll be that for today, guys. Leaving in the middle of the session, but I got a full day done. It'll be fine. I saved at break time. We'll be fine. Take care. Be cool. Be nice to each other. You know the deal.